which is known as Bernoulli's theorem. Before going to the practical demonstration, I am going to put some beacon on theoretical background. Bernoulli's equations tells us that energy either it's in the form of higher elevation or lower elevation, either in the form of cross section or in a velocity, the increase and decrease, it remains constant. So this principle prevails for the Bernoulli's equations. It principle applies for the rotational, for the ideal fluid, which comprises of any example can be like venturimeter. The principle goes for the energies from one place to another, but energy remains constant, either considering of the elevations, datums, different forms of energies. So Bernoulli's theorem approximately comprises of these types of phases. Actually, this is the pressure and area. This is the pressure area of 2 and area of 2. It shows different elevations actually. It is the datum and it is the velocities. So here we are comprising of two samples of different elevations and different pressures and energy. But at the end energy will remain constant. What it seems is like that velocity is passing, and this is the phase of the two fluid passing through like this or like this. This is the one fluid and it is the another fluid. So this is in the form of, you can say, vertical form, that it comprises of higher elevation and lower elevation, and datum varies and velocity varies as well. But remember the students, energy will remain constant. Before going in the calculations, remember that Bernoulli's equations tells us that V square 2G. Now this is the density rho. Rho divided by gamma. Gamma is the unit weight of water, which is 9.8 kN per cubic meter. Gamma. So actually, rho into gamma is the potential energy. Okay. V square by 2G is a kinetic energy, and Z is the elevation head. So remember that Bernoulli's equation tells us that sum of the kinetic energy, potential energy, and elevation head is equal to in other sections. It seems only it is P1, so make it P2 only. P2 rho 2 means it is the second fluid. V square 2G plus Z. So these all equations equivalency makes a Bernoulli's theorem verified. Now coming back to the calculations, we have what we have to know is area of the calculating tank. Basically, we are approaching toward theoretical cube, because actual, and remember that also theoretical is that so remember that actual velocity, actual discharge is going to be found out by that area of the collecting tank. Unit weight of water 9.8 kN per cubic meter. We already know that 9.8 kN per cubic meter. And head loss H1. So head loss we are going towards the pipes and the difference. So we will sort out in the lab. So remember that potential energy, kinetic energy, and elevation head. Now potential energy is just the head we will going to find out by piezometer. Okay. Now velocity head, we are going to find the velocity, and 2G. 2G is the gravitational constant. We know that 9.8. Okay. Now velocity, it hinges us to to find out the Q, and for Q we are going to find out the Q actual, and Q actual you know that it is just the volume into time, volume occupied by the time we are going to find out. It will be actual velocity. Remember that, and it is the elevation head. Okay, so let's go for practical demonstration. We have came back to verify the Bernoulli's principle. Remember that potential head, kinetic head, and elevation head. You three have to put in that value, and for each piezometer we have to sort out the energy. And at the end we have to verify that each energy comprises of constant value with each other. So coming back to the switch valve. Switch has been on and flow has been started there. But we see that it is gaining its head. Now we are going towards our target, which was firstly, you remember that piezometric head. Rho into gamma. In our position, why not we go directly into the head to sort out the potential head? So, here it comprises of a ball, and remember that when you have to find out the head, you have to put that obstacle ball so that you measure the head. And I have sorted out at the side of that so that it is freely moving. Now, there are 8 compartments in 8 pitot tube, but remember that you have to sort out only the left of that maximum side, right of that maximum side, and one to corresponding throat. 1 reading, 2 reading, and 3 reading. For the piezometric head, I have to take about 3 piezometric. One this one, and about 2 this one in the middle of the throat, and 1 this side. So for measuring the head, I am going towards the first piezometric tube. To show that it corresponding to each head equal, and the reading is 42. So I will note it down at 42 centimeter, the first head, and that will be my potential head. Now potential head has been sorted out. Now going towards V squared 2G, which is kinetic head. Now the formula showing V squared divided by 2G for velocity, we are going to find the discharge is equal to Q is equal to AV as continuity equations tells us. Now we have already known that again and again the drain wall has to be closed for the discharge. I am not doing this because I have done simultaneously. So only putting this time taken to read that 10, 9 or 7 or 6 in every you may say it's upon you to find out the discharge. Discharge has to find out area will be calculated through this piezometric diameter pi by 4 d square. So these two corresponding data will be taken for V square 2D. V square 2D, first of all, potential has been sorted out directly by observing directly the head. What is potential head there? It's about 38 centimeters. What is the corresponding head to be there? It is a 39.5 centimeter. Okay, it's a potential has been covered. Potential head. Now kinetic head, V square 2G. I have told you we have to find the discharge by this piezometric tube and area. Area is by 5 by 4 d square. And at the end, I am going to again sort out the by corresponding that optical wall, just corresponding to that approximately, because one human error may exist, but I am pretty sure that it's actually to the correspondence to the last of that short tube, which is about 40.5 centimeter. Potential head has been sorted out, and now kinetic potential head or potential energy has been sorted out. Kinetic energy will be sorted out by this, by pushing the ball Q is equal to A, B is equal to Q by A, and then elevation head. That's how the energies of each piezometric tube will be sorted out, and we will compare each and every piezometric tube energies, and it must be sure that each piezometric tube is comprised of same energy dissipated. Thank you.
So now for the Bernoulli's theorem calculations and observations. Firstly, I have sketched out the diagram of the Bernoulli's with gyrometer flume. It is a convergent, this is the throat, and this is the divergent. Now firstly we have to show that each diameter has been present there. For example, we have first diameter was about 1.5 millimeter dia. So each and every dia has to be sorted out by either using an instrument or by having automatically generated by the manual present in the apparatus. Second is the distance from the front. It's just a distance from the front, just like you have a very horizontal distance, and this is the first piezometer. So distance from the flow, distance from the input, this is the distance. Okay, and there is the area of the streams. Area of the stream could be find out by pi by 4 d square, because it is already a circular piezometric tube. Another is the datum. Here the datum is 0. And why do you need datum? As we already know that Bernoulli's theorem is datum head rho into gamma, which is potential head, and v square 2g, which is kinetic head. So potential head is going to be find out, kinetic head or kinetic energy has to be find out, but we have a datum which is equal to 0 here. Now potential head is rho into gamma, which is directly find out only by the head of piezometer. Okay, so what the reading has been find out for each of that knob, we are going to directly find out. Okay, now time taken to reach 10 centimeter, it is for the discharge. Now Q actual is actually the empirical formula, in which A is the area required and R is the rise in the volumetric tank, and T is the time, and 100 is to convert it into a meter. Now from that we are going to find out the velocity, which is V is equal to Q by A, and the end V square divided by 2G. Using this velocity and 2 into G is 9.81, we may find out the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy has been sorted out, potential energy has been sorted out, datum is 0. Now that's how we found each and every energy, and make sure that at the end each energy of that knob of each piezometer is approximately equal.